Hey, how's it going? How you all doing? You guys ready to play a game? Okay, real talk. Funny voice aside, I'm so excited for tonight. We are, as you've probably guessed by checking the funny little text below me down in the down little Twitch bar. Man, words are hard right now. I'm excited. We are playing the Case of the Golden Idol. I've known about this game for a while, but I tried the demo for it. Uh, 2023, I think. I think it was in 23 I played the demo and I loved it. It was awesome. But I played through like 2 levels of the demo and realized that the demo is just the first 3 levels of the main game. So I stopped playing it and hoped I'd forget all the solutions to it. And I think I did. So this is good. We're going to go into this fresh. But for those who don't know, sorry about that. Staying hydrated. Water check, by the way. Um, for those who aren't aware of what this game is, the Case of the Golden Idol is a detective mystery kind of game, where you are plopped into a moment in time, like a freeze frame in time, and you have to determine who everybody in the scene is, and what they're doing, and some other details. It's kind of like if anyone's played it. I know it's kind of a niche game. If anyone's played Curse of the Obra Dinn, it's very similar to that, but it's a little bit different in how it presents itself. I don't know. It's a ton of fun. I loved the demo. I got the full game and both DLCs for like a really cheap price back at like a Steam summer sale, I think, or something like that. It was a while ago. But I am so excited to play this, and I'm gonna boot it up right now because I don't want to waste any time. I just want to. I'll be honest. This is a. This is for me, chat. Okay, this is for me. Um, please hold. This is more for me than anyone. Like I do this. I stream to try to bring enjoyment and entertainment to the world, and I try to play things that I think people are gonna like. Um, but this is for me. I want to play this game really bad, and I want you guys to join me. So we're gonna play this. All right, here we go. How many levels do we have? What is that? What is that? Okay, no idea what that is. We're just gonna click and we're gonna start. Prologue: an abrupt termination of contract. Oh, my controller's plugged in. Please hold. Bam. Unplugged. How to play. Study the environment to infer what has happened. Important information can be gathered from documents, so like click on documents and such. Gather phrases from evidence and documents. Assign gathered phrases to correct slots in the thinking panels. Complete the scroll to finish the scenario. So basically, you're given a scene, and you have to take your time, and you have to basically Mad Lib it with the actual correct facts that you parse from the level, and try to determine what has happened, who everyone is, why they're doing what they're doing, what's gone on, and it gets harder later. But this first one should be easy-ish. Tips: take your time to study the environment carefully. Focus on the evidence before you. Even when facing great challenges, there's no need for guesswork. So basically, you're not going to have to guess. There will always be clues to tell you the solution. You don't have to be like, well, I guess this guy is the only guy left, so maybe he's a guilty dude. You can access hints if you get stuck. Cool. Ooh. Okay, so we'll leave these hints on for right now. I think these are hints. So let's start clicking on stuff. Campfire. Or do I have to click on that? Here we go. Oh, can I turn that off? Let's try that. How do I... Hints. Yeah, I'll go back. Oh, that's cool. If you try to access hints, it just says, are you sure you did everything right? Control layout. I guess I just have to leave that on for right now. Wonder if I can access it from the settings. Show hide phrases. I think it's still trying to parse me with the controller, which I don't want. Okay, we'll figure this out. An abrupt termination. We know what this is. Okay, let's go back in. Yeah, I got all this. H for help? No. Q? Control, Shift, Tab. Home? No. I? No. You know what? Let's plug our controller in just to hide these real quick. Hang on. Controls? Show controller layout. Show hide phrases. Previous thinking panel. No, there's none. Oh well, I guess we're keeping it. Maybe it'll go away later. So, let's click on here. Tobacco. Tobacco pouch and a pipe cleaner. 2 bags filled with coins and gems. Okay, so one backpack has tobacco and gems. The other has a bag of medical instruments and medicine. A golden statue with a red stone. And a bag filled with coins and gems. So one guy's got the tobacco and the jewels. And the other guy's got less jewels but an idol. Guys, I know what you were plotting, Snake. And he apparently wasn't happy with what he was plotting. He also, this is what's in his pockets, he's got a pipe. Ooh, here we go. Both parties agreed to the terms for the expedition to Monkey Paw Island. Albert Cloudsley has rights to 2/3 of all valuables for funding the expedition. Oberon Geller has rights to 1/3 of all valuables and any golden statues found for providing the map to the expedition site. Dr. Oberon Geller and Esquire Albert Cloudsley. So, the doctor is Oberon. So this is the doctor's pouch. Now, what did it say on the agreement? Dr. Oberon has rights to 1/3 of all valuables in golden statue found for providing the map to the expedition site. So we know this is the doctor's pouch. And wait, can you see my mouse? You can't see my mouse. Hang on. What? This is okay, you're going to need to see my mouse here. Please hold. We need to fix this. Where is video? You really going to do this to me now? Man, that would have been nice for me to find earlier. We're very professional here. We do things right the first try. Oh, is it game capture, properties, capture cursor? There we go. Now you see my mouse. Perfect. All right. So he also has a dagger. So we know that this is the doctor's bag, and this is what he was promised, and this is Cloudsley's bag. Albert Cloudsley. So this is his bag, and someone is not happy with this deal. I have a sneaking suspicion that this is Cloudsley, and this is Oberon. My thought here being that he found out that the idol, Cloudsley, found out the idol is more valuable than this, and so he wasn't happy. But let's find out. A scalpel, so yeah, this is probably the doctor. Both parties agree. Okay, so this is just the same thing. Click all these just so we have them. Here we go. Now we have a map. This clue's been added to the thinking panel. Horn of Finger, so that's the northern tip. Horn of Thumb. Ruins of Xenopolis is apparently in the middle. And Bay of Shadows. Okay, so we have all the clues that are going to help us. Wait. Medicine bottle. Okay, so we have basically all the clues. So now we can open up the thinking panel. I think it's tab. No. Shift, E, Q, F, R, T, G, H. Man, I should really restart my game and let the other key bindings take over. Okay, so blank blank pushed blank blank from a cliff in the blank of blank on Monkey Paw Island. So we've established that this is Albert Cloudsley, who is not happy with Dr. Oberon Geller taking the idol. So Albert Cloudsley pushed Oberon Geller from the cliff in the blank of blank. Restart, bro. You're suffering. I will restart when we're done with this section, and then I'll restart. Oh, let's do this. This is Albert Cloudsley. This is Oberon Geller. There we go. So we are correct about that. And so, okay, here's the thing here. So we need to know where we're at right now. So we see this: the Horn of Finger, Horn of Thumb, Bay of Shadows, Ruin of Xenopolis. So we need to know where we're at. So this is the Bay of Shadows, the Ruin of Xenopolis, Horn of Finger, Horn of Thumb. Now you'll notice in the distance here, there's two islands, a big one and a small one. That kind of looks like these guys right here. Meaning if you go right across the channel, it looks like we're on the Horn of Thumb, if I had to guess. So we're at the camp at Horn of Thumb. That's correct. So now we know we're at Horn of Thumb. So Albert pushed Oberon from a cliff in the Horn of Thumb. Horn of Thumb. Scroll has been fulfilled. While Dr. Oberon Geller was surveying the poor weather with his looking glass, his expedition partner, Albert Cloudsley Esquire, suddenly pushed him off a cliff. Let's go back to the main menu. Okay, please hold. Wrong screen. We're going to quickly fix this because this is evil. I don't like the keybinds. Take two. Let's try this again. I thought that was a really cool puzzle. But that was, like, easy puzzle. Now, we're going to get to some harder stuff. Chapter 1, Complications in the Family. The untimely passing of a rural gentleman. Okay. Cool. So, here's the idol. This looks like Albert's idol. Well, not Albert's idol. This was Oberon's idol that I'm guessing Albert has now. Oh, there's a man. Hey, buddy. Let's close an added thank you panel. What's up, bud? This man is not breathing. His head is badly wounded. Okay. A ring with a ruby. So I'll also notice there's a blood trail on the floor. Meaning it does, unless he was attacked, like he attacked someone attacking him, it looks like he got hurt somewhere, went to bed, went to sleep, and then died in his sleep. Okay, so what do we have here? This is a jacket with like mud stains and tears on it. There's a tear in the back there. So this jacket's been through some trouble. We got, document on spontaneous combustion. I, Sebastian Cloudsley. Ooh, Cloudsley? We know that name. Will share my humble contribution to the science of anatomy and chemistry. And we have a book. Oh, this looks like a logbook. Okay. Noon. Oh, well, yeah, noon. Whoa, did he wake up at noon? Yeah, he woke up at noon. Okay, that's a mood. Woke up at, okay, noon. Woke up. What a beautiful day. 12:30, washed and dressed in my dining attire. 1400. Had a beautiful roast duck for lunch. 1600, changed to my hunting attire. 1700, rode to hunt badgers. Had no luck today and returned home. 1800, changed to my researching attire. How many attires do you have, and why do you need to change this to research? 1900, changed to my dining attire. 2000, had a tasty beef loin for supper. 2230, filled in my diary and went to bed to continue reading for research. Cool. So that's his logbook. That's going to come in handy, I imagine. A yacht is slowly floating in the river. And then outside, a horse is running in the yard. Okay, so today is August 23rd. Well, at least the calendar says it's August 23rd. So, Woodshire, Crow Tower, and Blackfield. Okay, that might come in handy. It's closer than I did think he'd made. Oh, look at that guy! What a handsome gentleman there. It's a shame he's dead in the corner, but handsome gentleman. Tall, rickety ladder. Oh, I see where this is going. Tall, rickety ladder. Henry Clover. Lead poisoning. Good on him. So I have a thought here, but I want to see what you guys... Does anyone have a thought as to what happened here? As to what might have happened? I could be wrong, but my initial thought... I have an initial thought here, and I want to see if anyone else has the same thought as me, or if one of you guys has a different thought. He cracked his own head. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. But how did he crack his own head? That's what I'm thinking. I have two thoughts, but I'm leaning more towards one right now. I don't even want to look at the book just yet. I kind of want to just go with this and see what happens. Help, I fall and I can't get... That's what I'm thinking. I think... my first thought is either... Okay, so my first thought is... It says in his log... that he went through all of his attires. His dining attire, his hunting attire, his researching attire, and then his dining attire. Oh, wait a second. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Okay, so I had a thought. My thought was... What's the date again? Yeah, You're on the right track. So, today is the 23rd, not the 22nd. So it looks like he fills in his diary right before he goes to bed. So I thought he was in his dining attire, went up his ladder to grab a book, fell down, and then crawled into bed. What looks like happened, though, is because you see the blood trail there. There's a horse outside. There's a attire here, which I'm guessing is his research attire. So he has his research attire, his dining attire, and his hunting attire. All that's left is his, he has dining, research, and hunting. So this is his dining attire, right? His blue one. This is probably his research attire. I'm guessing this is his hunting attire. When you'll notice, there's a horse outside. Just running away, just doing his own thing. I think he fell off his horse and cracked his skull. And it went, just good. Just trundle all into bed, just try to get some EP buys, and then he just, bled out into sleep, not thinking correctly. That's what I think happened. So I'm guessing this is dining attire, this is research attire, and this is hunting attire. Okay. So this is obviously Sebastian Cloudsley. Okay. Sebastian Cloudsley. Lord of Blank. I don't know which lord he is. We'll have to check that in a moment. Passed away in his bed. The cause of death was a blank, which occurred when he fell from a blank while he was blank. I think the death was a head wound, which occurred when he fell from a horse while he was hunting. And now we just need to figure out what lord he is. So we look in the area, and there is Woodshire, Crow Tower, and Blackfield. Oh, I see the clue there. Anyone else see it? Any landmarks to speak of that might give away which location we're at? Because I see a very, very specific one right now. Just past yonder horsey out here. Boat. And only one of them has a river. So I'm guessing he's Lord of Blackfield. There we go. Scroll has been fulfilled. While the Lord of Blackfield was hunting, his horse threw him off and he suffered a deadly wound to the head. So then he just trundled back in bed and, carried on with his life. Bell? Why freaked out? Sebastian Cloudsley. So they're having a funeral. Man was 53. Who are you? Oh, that's this thing. Okay, so we've seen that. All right, number 3. Also, actually, why am I muted? Why was I muted? How long have I been muted? How long have I? How long was I muted? I'm upset about that. Have I been muted the entire rest of that level? Because I just exposition dumped. Okay, cool. So I must have hit that by accident. Okay, so... Oh, no. Do I have to replay the game again? Oh, there we go. I can select this. Okay, we're just going to quickly speedrun this. So we know who this is. So this is the original version of the game. Hang on. Let's turn up... Okay, we can't turn up volume. There we go. Turn that up a little bit. So we're just going to speedrun this real quick. Because... Oberon, Albert, Geller, Cloudsley. Whew, pardon me. Okay. Okay, cool. So, this is the PC version of the game. What I was using was the new updated Redux version of the game, which is meant for Steam Deck. So it has a lot of controller support. A bit too much controller support, if you ask me. This is what the game's actually supposed to look like. So, Oberon Geller was pushed. Nope, Oberon Geller didn't push. Albert Cloudsley, Cliff, and the Horn of Thumb. Oh, hang on. Geller. There we go. Did you guys like the other UI better? Because I can go use the other UI if you don't like this one as much. It's whatever you guys want to do. Do you guys have a preference? Yes, no, maybe so. Everyone's better for me. Gotcha. We're gonna use the other one because it looks better. I promise this is the last time we're doing this. I promise you guys, this is the last time we're doing this. This is it for real. This is it for real. We've already lost some viewers, but you know what? It's fine. They didn't want this enough. They weren't in it for the cause. They weren't in it for the real deal, you know? You guys are in it for real. Oh. So this is happening. All right. Let's start looking a bit. Has been added. Spare me, devil. I was simply following orders. So this man's following orders. Astonishing Monkey Man. Property of Pear Brothers. A knife. A knife with an A on it. I don't think this man's got much to say. Not gonna lie. Scorched horse brush. Oh, and another knife with a J on it. So either these guys are related and have, like, cool matching knives, or, like, everyone here's got their own knife or something. They're the part of, like, a society or something. What the blazes? Hey, get it, blazes? Yeah, get it? August Jockey Club Derby. Race win, place show wager. So he's making a horse bet. Noted. Now, if it's all the same to you, I will take my leave. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Spontaneous combustion. To perform the combustion trick, you must first cast a freezing spell. The sacred glyphs for combustion on the idol. Oh. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Yeah, so he's the freezing thing, it looks like. Oh, and he's got a ring with a ruby on it. Interesting. Wait, didn't Sebastian have that from the last level? I think he had a ruby ring. And he's got some money on it. 1 pound, 2 shillings, 2 pence. I'm not sure how important that is, but we'll see. Interesting. Yeah, that's one way of describing a man on fire. Tobacco pouch labeled Ash Blair's finest tobacco. Prepare the carriage for tomorrow. We're to visit my nephew. EC. A saddlebag. EC. 2 pennies and a shilling. A dagger. Stable rota for Adam and James. Adam and James. J-A-J-A-J-A-J-A. And do it properly, you lazy oafs. Wait a second. J-A-A-J. I think we found James. I think we found him. Oh no, poor James. Unexpected turn of events. EC. Dear Edmund, it has reached my attention that you are seeking a capable new servant. I've just the man for you. David Gorin is an experienced coachman with a diverse set of talents that I'm sure you will find very useful. If you are displeased with the service, do not hesitate to let me know. Yours, Theo. Okay, I'm starting to piece this together. Stiletto blade. Lord Edmund Cloudsley's speech stirs Parliament. So it's looking... Oh, he's a little dragon guy. So it's looking like this guy... It's looking like this guy is Edmund Cloudsley. And if I had to guess, Cloudsley's stagecoach guy out here is David Gorin, if I had to guess. And then I don't know who these guys are, like, last name, but this is Adam and this is James. Unless they swapped knives. And I don't know who these guys are. Oh, we can go inside. Fat Lord Pear Twins. Oh, wait. They're the Pear Twins. So this is Adam Pear and James Pear. Well, not James. James Pear. There we go. My apologies. He can be so Badir? What? Bad here? Simhasana, but... Oh, she's obsessed with Indian culture. Ornamented guitar blade. I gotcha. She's like the Indian equivalent of like those guys who are like obsessed with anime and being like, sorry, I was such a sussy baka right there. Omae wa mo shinderu. Konnichiwa. Yeah, that's a Batley, Cloudsley, Cuberts. Nicholas Maker, attorney. So I'm guessing this is Nicholas Maker. I would not have expected one of your family to treat a legal document in such a way. I'm appalled. He's got a ruby ring too. Oh boy. Edmund Cloudsley, Willard Wright, Rose Cubert, Sebastian Cloudsley, poor guy, Peter Batley, Beatrix Batley. So, this is the Batley estate. So I'm guessing this is Beatrice Batley. Let's go ahead and make that guess. This is Beatrice Batley. Wait, didn't I grab Beatrice? Oh, Beatrice. Is this not Beatrix Batley? No? Is this not? I guess this is not. We're going to get rid of this for now. I don't have a way. Interesting. Okay. Aphorisms by Sebastian Cladley. How to be happy. Eat a hearty meal every day and do not waste your time on trivialities. How to avoid being upset. That also, I don't think that's the key to being happy. But you know what? If that works for you, bro, you do you. How to avoid being upset. Strive for that which holds meaning and do not shrink from responsibility. Responsibility can be pretty upsetting sometimes, man. How to be inspired. Take a walk in your forest, and breathe the fresh air. How to avoid being scared. Feeling scared is a weakness. Be strong and this is the equivalent of how do you be better? Just be better. Dear Willard Wright and Rose Kubert. So they each had letters. This clue has been added to your thinking panel. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. This clue has been added. I, Sebastian Cloudsley of Blackfield County, being in bodily health and of sound and disposing mind and memory, nominate and appoint Nicholas Maker as executor of my last will and testament. Dear Brother Edmund. Oh, there we go. There's another one. Dear Peter Batley. He have sent you frequent reminders concerning the settlement of your debt, and yet, to date, the debt remains unpaid. We humbly request that you make your payments as soon as possible, or we will be forced to take the matter to our own hands. The debt currently stands at £255. Black Garden Buck Loans. I have a thought. This guy, you notice how, like, he's got money on him, he's got money on him. He's got a little bit, she's got a good bit. The man with the horse ticket has none. I have a suspicion that horseman is Peter Batley. That is my thought here. Okay. And then, what did the thing say about the Nicholas Maker? Okay, so this is Nicholas Maker. Nicolas Maker. Nope. Come on. Okay, cool. So now we need to know. I just put. Oh, I don't know who that is. Nicholas Maker. These are getting swapped around all over the place. David Gorin. Nicholas Maker. No idea who that is. Okay. So we need to know who that is, and we need to know who that is. Also, I want to check this real quick. Oh. Man, man, that sucks. And the other version of the game, like the main version, these aren't put together for you. You have to put these together yourself. That's a shame. Okay. We met so rarely after you left for colonies. Therefore, I bequeath you my life, I bequeath you my savings, land, and the Blackfield Manor House. Come home and establish a museum of my life and accomplishments. Let's see. I want you to put your sharp mind to better use than mere politics. Therefore, I bequeath you the notes from the research I have undertaken on astronomy. I grant you leave to finish and publish it under both our names. My late sister, your mother, disclosed your financial troubles to me long ago, and I resolved to help you. I bequeath you a compilation of my aphorisms to provide the direction to your life. So... the aphorisms are on the ground. It's like he threw it. Well, not he specifically. It says, can't believe one of your families would treat legal documents. Oh, no, because it was scribbled on. Okay. My sister, your mother. So Peter Batley got the aphorisms. Oh, which makes sense because this guy has no money. So yeah, that's Peter Batley. And then this is Peter Batley. Cool. And then I bequeath you the Golden Idol of Xenopolis. You will know what to do with it. So that's whoever's out there, you know, casting magic missile on that poor, stable hand. Met so rarely after you left for the colonies. Bequeath you my savings, land, and the Blackfield Manor House. This might be her. This might be the one who got the Blackfield house. I'm thinking that might be him. Her. It? I don't know. Let's see. I feel like we're missing some stuff here. So, okay, so I give you my savings, land, and Blackfield Manor. I with you my notes from research I have undertaken on astronomy. Is it? This isn't an astronomy book, is it? I have a feeling this is... I have a feeling this is her. And who is this? Rose Kubert, maybe? Albert Mary's dead. Sebastian's dead. Yeah, it can't be her. So there's 4 people. So there's Peter, who already got his thing. Edmund is the oldest guy. Oh, I have a feeling this is Willard Wright out here, because it's an associate. And he's not really affiliated with anyone. So let's assume that's Willard Wright. And then this is Rose Kubert, because she left for the colonies. Does this guy have an astronomy book on him? I doubt it. Speech stirs Parliament. Let's go with the assumption that this is Edmund. Oh no, I want you to put your sharp mind to better use than mere politics. So this is definitely Edmund Cloudsley. And then this is Rose Kubert. Perfect. So we know who's who. Which means this is Rose Kubert. And then this is Willard Wright. Who's wrong? Oh, name got swapped up. This is... There we go. Adam Pear. So, blank blank was blank to receive blank in blank blank's will and ordered blank blank and blank blank to take the blank from blank blank. Suddenly, blank blank died from blank blank. Well, I know this last one. This last one is... James Pear died from spontaneous combustion. Blank blank was blank to receive blank in such and such's will and ordered blank blank and blank blank. So ordered Adam Pear and James Pear to take the idol from Willard Wright. So this is Adam Pear and James Pear was upset to receive blank in the will. Oh, so this is Sebastian's will. Sebastian Cloudsley's will. So someone was upset to receive something in Sebastian's will. I have a feeling he was upset to receive the aphorisms and said, "You there, go take the funny golden thing. Oh my goodness." I have a feeling that's what happened. So this is Peter Batley. Peter Batley. Peter Batley was upset to receive aphorisms. Yay! Peter Batley, encumbered by his gambling debts, had placed high hopes on his uncle's testament. Upon discovering he had inherited nothing but a book of aphorisms, he tore up the will and ordered his servants to take the golden statue from the stranger Willard. Suddenly, one of the servants burst into flames. That's fun. Alright. Next chapter. Alright, chapter 2. The Cursed Inheritance. This is the last level I played myself. I still don't remember the solution for it, but everything past this I haven't played. Murder at the Little Mermaid. Oh my gosh, like the movie! This is just like the movie! This is just like it, the Ariel! It's her! She's beautiful! This man is not breathing. Really? That's an interesting thing to note. I couldn't tell by the 28 stab wounds to his lower abdomen. Walking cane and a ring with a ruby. Everyone's got ruby rings nowadays. Was it a fashion or something? Buddy? When did that booger give me a note when he knows dang well I can't read? Old rusty half of shears. Stale piece of bread. You can lie low for a couple days in the old oarsman place down at the docks. Okay. Let's go check this guy's room still. So, what is that? Like a dandelion on the wall? Trapdoor on the ceiling. Revenge. RR is written in blood on the wall. The door does not open. Door does not open. The key was on the inside. Meaning if someone got in... Oh. If someone got in, they definitely didn't do it through the door. Alarm. Alarm. Break-in. Really? This clue's been added. Let's see. Watchman's lantern. This is Henry Parker. Good on him. He's got a spear. Shards of glass. Okay. Washing bowl filled with slightly bloody water. Dear proud beast master, I have attended our departed brother's send-off and accepted the keepsake that he bestowed upon our brotherhood in his will. I shall send this letter tomorrow, September 10th. I hope it will reach you without delay. Already it is midnight. I will retire to bed, for this has been a long day. A griffin awaken, proud beast initiate. Was he a cultist? To my dear Maurice. The watch is ticking. Is this Maurice? There's nothing in there. This is useless. The door does not open. It's a forget-me-not, maybe? Trapdoor on the ceiling. Empty bed. Not warm. So this one hasn't been in it in a while. Okay, so that looks like everything up here. Let's check downstairs. Wow, it's a mermaid. And a unicorn. Let's see. Tell me what does that man have that I lack? Oh no, is she getting a little self-conscious about his card playing abilities? Hand of cards, 7 pence, a key, a small sword. Call him John. He was a perfect gentleman. He brought me a drink and then retired upstairs. Oh, it's lady issues. I understand, brother. 2 shillings and 4 pence. To Annie, you are beautiful like a rose. For you, I will take any blows. Annie, you are like a glass of wine. Your hair is so fine. I will find gold in a mine if that makes you forever mine. You're a piglet full of love. Bro, I respect the game. Maybe poetry isn't your strong suit, and that's okay. That's okay. You've got whimsy. Go with it. A key and a stiletto blade. Just steal the next one. It's all luck anyway. Remember, as an agent of our trading company, you have to reflect its values to the fullest. Never be late. The client leaves the port on the 10th. Be persuasive. Do not take no for an answer. We must get the client's product. 3, be effective. Once you have the product, deliver it to me immediately with the servant boy. Most importantly, no matter what you do, be mindful of our reputation. Our name must remain spotless. He's got some money, a dagger, and a key. What's up, bud? Oh, mother, forgive me. I will never gamble with something so dear to me again. What did you do, man? What did you do? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm gonna have to read that, aren't I? Another folding blade. These things are so cool. They like can click into different positions at different angles down. It's super cool. Then he's got a violin. Key. At the Little Mermaid Inn, Amazing Evan's musical performance. On September 9th, event shall commence circa 11 p.m. So this is at minimum September 9th. Wanted Robert Redruth. Escaped convict. Reward 58 pounds. I think I know that guy. That's him. That's the man. Tab. Green. Let's see. 4 GL wine. Breege. 3 GL wine. Blair. 1 GL wine. Dandelion room is Willard Wright. And the Forget-Me-Not room is Ash Blair. Ash Blair? We know that name. That's the tobacco man. Is this Ash Blair because he's a tobacco man? Maybe. Who are you? Where'd that blasted boy go? Knife. Large kitchen knife. Partially peeled lemon. Ring of various keys. Dear Oscar Boyton. It's come to our attention that the good owner of the Little Mermaid offers services to those who want to transfer product that are less agreeable to the authorities. I will come by in 3 days. If you still have some spare space in your gin barrels and you're willing to earn extra money, reach out to me. The door to the streets is shut with a latch. Okay. Okay. So we have all the clues. Where's our head at right now, chat? What are we thinking? What do we think is going on? First things first, while you guys think, I have a feeling this guy is something Redruth, whatever his name was. Rube? I forget his name. What is it? Robert Redruth. I think this is Robert Redruth. Bam. Roberts. Okay. That much I know. And then this is what? What do you say? Like Peter Parker or something? I don't remember. Henry Parker. Okay. This is Henry Parker. Henry Parker. Peter Parker. Where is your last name, sir? I am blind as bats and cannot find it. There it is. That's Henry Parker. So some things of note. There's dirt on the ground. Leading over here. Into this guy's boots. So he was outside at the very least. Oh, okay. So this guy walked here. Oh, but that's over here. I wonder if that was the guy who walked outside. Like this guy. That might be him. So, Revenge RR. So that looks like it's this guy who's trying to get revenge or something. But this guy said someone gave him a note. So maybe he either didn't do it or he did do it and he's not alone. I shall send this letter tomorrow, September 10th. So it's the, September 9th. Okay. Now I noticed there's a ceiling open. like there's a trapdoor into an attic area that both can get to. There's a stool here. But I don't know how someone would be able to get up here and get in without, you know, it looking like they were getting in over this side. So I'm not sure if someone got in through the ceiling or if they came through the window or what. I wonder if we can, okay, hear me out. This is going to sound silly. I wonder if we can parse out how, like, who's who here by how much they gambled. I wonder if we can do that. So we have AG, WW, ME, JB. I think someone might be being framed, though. I think you might be onto something there. What if this guy's being framed? He said, why that bugger give me the note when he knows dang well I can't read? So someone gave him this note saying to go lie low rather than just tell him to lie low. So he could have done it, or he may, like you said, Dawn, be being framed. So that'd be an interesting theory. So Dandelion Room is Willard Wright. Wait, isn't Willard Wright? Isn't this the guy who used his, you know, fancy-pantsy magic wands? Almost certainly a frame job, that's fair. Isn't this the guy who used his magic wand in the last scene to set a dude on fire? I think this is Willard Wright. Then there's these guys downstairs. So Green, Briege, and Blair. They each have wine. So this is Green, Briege, and Blair. So we gotta figure out who's who. And then this is someone else. Oh, Evan. So this is Evan. No, hang on. Amazing Evanses. So this is something Evans. Evans. Where's Evans? I just saw it. There. Okay. So let's check the tab here. Not tab. So okay. So the only one with M.E. is the only one with the last name E, so Evans. And he lost $10. And he lost something valuable. So this is probably Maurice Evans. Let's see. So this is one, this is one, this is one. Oh, be calm, John. Okay. So this is John. I'm guessing that's John. Based off context, it's probably John. And then I'm guessing this is Annie because it's the only girl. 07. Sup, Golden? How's it going? We're playing a detective game that I'm too low IQ to comprehend. Alright. So I'm guessing then if we know this is John and this is Annie. Let's see. John, Annie. What's this say? So there's a JB and a JB. So I'm guessing John's with a B name. But we don't know which B name because there's two. There's Briege and Blair. Butler did it in the dining room with the brass fish. That's fair. Even if you had to buy yours, it still wouldn't be enough. Amen there, brother. We both make the IQ of a small fish. Okay, so this is, if this is J, and if this is, okay, so if these are the B's, we know they all got wine, then this is something green, right? This is John, this is Annie. So John B, Annie G, oh, hang on, AG, AG, and then AB. So Annie's on a good streak. It's all luck anyway. So this guy looks upset. 3 shillings, 2 pence. 2 shillings, 4 pence. 2 shillings, 4 pence. So AG just got 2 and 3. 2 shillings, 3 pence maybe. I wonder if you went through the betting if you could figure out how much they got. I know Maurice dropped out immediately. John's upset. Notice Willard. Oh, yeah. First round. A1-424, Willard 1-26410, and you'll notice he lost 10. Oh, okay, so he got 4, he got 2, he lost 6. He got 2, he got 6, he lost 8. He got 4, he lost 8. Yeah, so Willard just got the whatever heirloom from him or something precious. Oh, maybe it was his ruby ring. Maybe that's where Willard got the ring. It's only a game by 2. Heck yeah. So, AG, let's see. For this one, he got 3, he got 1. Maybe he lost 4. So it's AG, AB, and JB. So, what other A names are there? This is Ash. Maybe that's maybe that's, what was the name of the tobacco thing? The tobacco company? Where was it? I saw it earlier. Ash Blair. Maybe this is Ash Blair. Does that check out on here? Ash Blair. Yeah, he just lost money. He's upset. So this is Ash Blair. He's the tobacco guy. Blair. Ash Blair. And then if that's the case, then this is Annie B, right? Annie B or Annie G? Annie G. So Annie Green. Yeah, so he has 1. Annie Green, I think? I think I just said that. Annie Green. Annie Green. And then John Breege. And then this guy is Oscar Boynton. Yeah! Okay, so now we know who everyone is. This is helpful. So this guy was outside. This guy walked from here. Maybe from here? I really don't think Robert was the killer. I think Dawn's right on the money there. I think that was a frame job. Escaped convict. Mother, forgive me, I don't gamble with something so dear to me again. So Ash Blair and Willard Wright. Let's see what we got here. Willard. Okay, so we know the Willard Wright got stabbed with a blank. Blank, 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 and blank, blank were playing cards with loud music. A fight ensued upstairs. Willard Wright got stabbed with a blank. So I'm guessing if we find out who among these guys killed Willard, then we can just go, oh, it's his weapon. I wonder if it's John. I have a suspicion it's John. Probably a dagger stiletto. You would think, and you might be right there. Okay, so this is Annie Green, Willard Wright, Maurice Evans's? Okay, so they played, and then it was Annie Green, John Breege, and this guy. John lost a lot. And then John went and fought. I mean, not fought. I mean, John went and played another round. And these two swapped out. So, I don't think it could be John. I think it easily concealed weapon, although maybe it didn't need to be concealed. It doesn't need to be concealed, but I think you might be right that it's not the short sword. Because you'll notice it was Annie, Willard, and Maurice playing. And then John comes in the next ante and then keeps playing. So the moment Willard goes upstairs, John has been playing. So even though John may have gone outside to go to the bathroom, or he just came in from the mud. So I think John is innocent. And you'll notice on here, Annie was playing that ante and the next one and the next one. So it can't be Annie, right? It can't be her. Because she's been playing the entire time. She played a game with Willard, and then the 2 more antes have happened. It could be him, because he does have a weapon that he can conceal. And he did get something stolen from him. He does have motive to kill Willard, because $10. But something of note is a priceless pocket. Oh, yeah. So this is the pocket watch that got stolen by Maurice. Well, it didn't get stolen by Maurice. Maurice put this up for bet and lost it to Willard. But the idol is gone. If this was Maurice who did it as quote-unquote revenge, then you know he would have taken his thing back, right? He would have, so it can't be Maurice. So it kind of leaves Ash. Whatever his name is. Where did that blasted boy go? Is there someone I'm missing here? Maybe we're missing someone else? Maybe he went outside? Door to the street is shut with a latch. You think it's Ash? Maybe it's Ash. Does Ash have the motivation for it? Agent is, you're agent of the trading company. Never be late. Be persuasive. Be effective once you have the product delivered to immediately with the servant boy. Any chance this wasn't premeditated and it could have been an accident? It's entirely possible. I have a feeling it's not, and here's why I say that. This guy died. This is written on the wall, Revenge RR. Which, Revenge RR could just be a, I killed him. Well, I mean, I did do it for revenge, and this was just like a not premeditated. But this is who they're setting it up to be, quote-unquote, killed him. And he goes, why did that bugger give me a note? He knows dang well I can't read. And the note says, you can lie low for a couple days in the old oarsman place down at the docks. It was written after people thought off the, throw people off the, after throw people off. Oh, it could have been, but I feel like the note here saying you can lie low looks like Dawn was right and this guy's getting framed for it. And framing, while it can be done, unpremeditated, like accidental, I feel like this is pretty premeditated. I don't think it can be this guy, although he had a knife. He had a key to get in, but he doesn't have the boots for, I mean, not the boots, he doesn't have the key for it, because this key was already in the lock. You can't put a key in both sides of a door. So I don't think it's this guy. I think it would have to be Ash. Because Ash, we look at the thing here, Ash Blair came in on that final one. So Willard goes upstairs. There's an ante where Willard isn't playing. Where Willard isn't playing and Ash isn't playing. And now these guys are playing. Additionally, if you read this, it says, such and such got into such and such's room through blank, while such and such, such and such, and such and such were playing cards. So it looks like Ash got in while Annie, John, and Oscar were playing. So I think Ash Blair got into... And I wonder if he did do it through the ceiling. I don't know how he did it so easily without, like... Oh, I wonder if he went through the window, killed him, and then went up through the ceiling and down into here, and then left. Maybe. Window was the exit. I think window's the exit. Here's the issue with window being the exit, though. Oh, wait, glass on the ground outside. Well, the window could have been broken during the struggle, because he does have a cane, right? Maybe he fought back with the cane. My thought of why I don't think he was outside, because I know John looks like he came in from outside, but he would have had to have the door open for him. So maybe he did. I'm going to go with it was Ash Blair got into Willard Wright's room through the blank. I think it's through the trap door. Yeah, you're right. No, yeah, because you were definitely right. Window was the exit. Yeah, I think window was the, maybe the trap, and the window was the exit. I think trapdoor might have been the entrance. I'm going to try that. While Annie Green and John Breege. Oh, we can fill this out. I'm going to fill this out just for extra credit. Annie Green, Willard Wright, and This is Maurice Evans. And this is also... Oh, no, I can't just duplicate it. Upsetting. There's also Andy Green and Andy Green. Andy likes cards a lot, which makes sense because she's good at it. And then John came in. Where's John? John Breege and Oscar Boynton. And then John Breege again. And then Ash Blair. Okay. John Breege and Oscar Boynton were playing. And if Ash Blair killed him, that means he was killed with a dagger. Yeah, there we go. A man going by the name of Ash Blair crept into Willard's room through the trapdoor to steal something important. But when he opened the music box, it woke up Willard and a fight ensued. In the fracas, Ash stabbed Willard and attempted to frame an escaped convict. Okay, so you were both right. Robert was framed, but it was an accident because he accidentally opened the music box. Good call, both of you. Oh, mermaid. Good morning, innkeeper. I heard a man was murdered here a week ago. Aye, a deranged convict did him in. Now bugger off. Tell me more about the evening when Willard Wright died. I'll make it worth your while. Okay. Now, this is a mission I've never seen. I've never touched. I've never seen anything of. So from here on out, new territory. Let's do it. Oh, no. I didn't click that. No, please, let me click this. There we go. The Cursed Inheritance. The Intoxicating Dinner Party. Oh my gosh, look at this child. These sure are fine coats. Boy golly, I tell you what, these are some fine coats here. Why does the child have an expensive cigar? Little Pip? Oh my word, his name is Little Pip. Run to the city and grab me some Ash Blair tobacco and a bottle of gin. I'll pay you when I'm back, David. I just realized, because I'm an idiot, the guy at the last place wasn't named Ash Blair. His name was Ash. He called himself Ash Blair because it was just on tobacco. Reminds me of Pretty Boy from Vincent. Overcoat with the hat. Overcoat with the hat. Box of cigars. Dear Miss Richards, I enjoyed your company tremendously when I visited your father last month. I am certain you would wish to hear the rest of my thoughts on the shortcomings of our society. I invite you and your father to dinner on April 8th at my manor. Sincerely, Edmund Cloudsley. Dear Mary, here's something for your diary from me. For you, I would fight a tiger and win. Peter Badley. That's really adorable. Oh, what? A syringe with some liquid left in it. Ooh, interesting. Little Pip is horrendous. Oh. Don't mind me. Don't want to interrupt. Oh, there's so much to this mission. Okay, let's go upstairs first. This clue's been added. Oh, boy. Partially empty glass of yellow liquid. Partially eaten salad. Partially eaten piece of roast. Partially empty glass of red wine. Red liquid. Red liquid. Partially empty glass of amber liquid. Partially smoked cigar. Partially eaten salad. Partially empty glass of red liquid. Partially eaten piece of roast. Glass of red liquid. Glass of cloudy liquid. Clear liquid. The salad. Untouched salad. Untouched. Okay. So here's what this tells me. Cloudy liquid. Untouched. Salad. Untouched. Clear liquid. Potentially water? Touched. Whoever this guy was may have known there was a poisoning happening and goes, you know what, I'm just not going to touch anything except for water, which I'll be able to taste a poison in. That's my suspicion there. Whoever this is, be suspicious of. This is horrible. Oh, I must swoon. Embroidered handkerchief. It's poison. Nobody touch this thing and nobody move. I'll send for a doctor immediately. So this is good old Edmund. He's got a key. 2 keys. Why would a poisoner poison water, though? Well, you wouldn't poison water. But if you wanted to poison water, you would be able to taste water. It's the exact point you're making there. The reason why he drank the water is because no one would poison water. She does seem rather unwell. It's extremely unwell. I think she's dead. This guy's got a lot of money in his pocket. Oh no! It's the lady with the blade gone. Isn't this the lady who had the blade? A lady not breathing. Her face is blotched. Isn't this the lady with, like, the Indian dagger? Rings with various gemstones. You killed my aunt, you devil. I should execute you on the spot. 2 pounds, pack of cards, a fork. Qatar. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, my lord, this has nothing to do with me. Ensure that the beautiful lady sits next to me during dinner, and I will slip you a shilling. Note to self: if you get frustrated when working, remember the tale about the rich lord who married his donkey, and you will feel better. 1 shilling. Another key, smaller key. Opaque bottle labeled water. A roast. A salad bowl. Half full carafe of amber liquid labeled brandy. Half full bottle of red liquid wine. An almost full carafe of yellow liquid containing lemons. Half empty bottle of cloudy liquid labeled peptic tonic. Let's try to get this then. Oh, we got to know what their dining options were. 'Cause that's everything in here. There's so much to this map. Goodness. Oh, the idol's here. Well, Edmund. You seem pretty pleased after the old boy passed away and the spot freed up for you in the House of Lords. Take care of those with whom you ally. I have many friends, and I will deal with you swiftly if you dare to cross me. Lord George Bridges. Oh, there's more stuff in here. Oh, more letters. Revolution will come for the likes of you. Soon you will pay for your sins against honest common folk with your blood. Final Vanguard. That's an awesome name. I need to keep looking at these. Dear Uncle, I hear you were interested in Lady Richards. What in the Founding Fathers puzzle game is this? You know, I keep a musket for home defense. I think you're too old for her. I shall court her instead. Secondly, please lend me 300 pounds. It is small change to you. I am desperately in need of it as present. Peter Badley. Edmund Cloudsley. Once more, you have failed to answer your requisition. This is the last warning you will receive. Your transgressions against us demands amends. Your only course of action you have is to surrender yourself to our justice. Last chance for repentance, serpent, or we will unleash one of our stewards upon you. Brotherhood of Masks. Oh, he got himself into some silliness. Oh? Sealed bottle labeled opium. Due to the sensitivity of your stomach, I advise abstaining from alcohol for the next month. Also consider a glass of peptic tonic before eating to avoid upsetting your digestive. Whatever. Sealed bottles of clouded liquid labeled peptic tonic. So both this guy and Edmund have access to this. That could be useful. Platinello. Ideal Republic. Visions of a utopia with order and structure. Dr. Abram Anderton. Secret codes. Blue lock, blue key. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Blue lock, blue key. Meaning Edmund and whoever that butler was have access to that. Opium and peptic tonic. Dr. Abram Anderton. Such trivial ciphers as reading only the first word of every line are easy to produce. Let's see here. Ciphers as reading only the first. Whoa, hang on. Such first word of every line are easy to produce on short notice, but extremely unsafe and easy to decode. Consider this example: money as denominator value has evolved and changed a lot. Still in savvy hands, it is a powerful tool. Money has changed hands. Keep an eye out for notes that might have that. Dear Edmund, this cannot continue. Since my return and move to Sebastian's Manor, he has asked for financial support 7 times. He clearly is unable to take any monetary responsibility. Please, I need your help, my dear brother. Sincerely, Rosekeeper. Since Manor 7, he responsibility, please, sincerely. I think he's trying to tell us something, guys. I think Rose is trying to give us a hint. Mrs. Baker. Starting date, 1787, August 1st. Position, housemaid. Yearly wage, £9. Dear Edmund, I like your idea. Let's send him to colonies where his violent nature will make him feel at home. I hear you're having dinner with Lady Mary and her well-to-do father, Lothar. If Peter and I were to join you, we could beguile him with tales of adventures in the colony so we can ship him away. I his eye. I his eye and were of away, sincerely Rose. I and were of away. Sincerely Rosekeeper. Door is locked, door is locked. Remember to take the 4th one from every row. Raulo Cthulhu, Star Child. That's probably a Lovecraft joke. Stack of candles, ink pot, 3 shillings, 2 pence. 4 shillings and a penny. Remember 4th row, lol. Shut up. I will not change the rule that the staff member who has worked here the longest gets the bottom room. Do not bother me with such nonsense again. EC. M. Mademoiselle, the Laceless Count, the miswitched lover of Lusitania. So 1st and 4th. 4th word from every row. Oh, yeah. Maybe. Or take the 4th one from every row. Maybe it's not the 1st from every row, like the normal password is. It's the 4th for secrecy. And. Asked. Unable. Nah, that's not it. Idea. Will. Are. Nah, that's not it. Any of these? Pleased. Away. No. You old up. Take ally with Lord George. Like, you old up. Okay, it's probably from like an internal note. Probably guessing that. Those many swiftly. Maybe. No, you're probably onto something, though. Once your target has ingested the love potion, establish eye contact and hold it for as long as possible. In most cases, the effect will be felt within 2 days, depending on your appearances. Hang on a second. That's probably the poison. Yep. I wonder if someone manipulated another person into giving someone poison. So whoever has been with staff the longest goes here. Also a voodoo doll. A pair of twig dolls and a bottle of pink liquid, partially empty. My appearances make it 2.1 years of solid eye contact. How most poisonings happen. You're right. So this is the bottom room with the most tenure there. Ooh, mattress. Monkey Man! Striped dark hand. This is probably Little Pip's room. Monkey Man 2. Tooth for tooth. Small bottle filled with amber liquid. A couple of pennies and fancy handkerchiefs and a shiny pocket watch. Ooh, the silver key. I know other people have that. Mr. Smith. 2 eggs and a pot of tea each breakfast. No heavy food for dinner. You're responsible for Little Pip doing all of his errands. Mr. Walker. I am to be woken up and dressed at 7 a.m. I expect to receive my daily newspaper by noon. Miss Baker, I expect all my rooms to be cleaned every day, twice on the days I have visitors. And David Gorin's job, let's see, NB. David Gorin's job requires that he may arrive or leave during night. No complaining about this. EC. So, Edmund Clodley. To Mrs. Smith for 3 years of service. That's sweet. They at least get, you know, benefits like that. Thank you, dear. No, I threw it out. Okay, hang on. What? What? Of course I can give you some candles for your room, Lucia. I assume you're itching to continue reading that scandalous novel. Thank you, dear. No, I threw it out. I do not read such dirty literature anymore. I do hope our master's guests are satisfied and that Brian served everything as instructed. Simple key. Brown key. The dinner party will take place on April 8th. Everything should be ready before noon. Prepare roasted boar. Young Miss Richards appears not to enjoy meat. They will prepare some alternative side dishes. So whoever doesn't have side dishes is Miss Richards. Tarot being the lusty Arconian maid. I don't like you guys agreeing on Skyrim smut. A full and sealed bottle with amber liquid labeled brandy. But is it brandy? Who's to say? Oh, it's a heart key. So basically this is going to come down to who had access to what. So here's another lock. 3 loaves of bread, some lemons, basket of potatoes, sack of flour, a pair of opaque bottles labeled water, cut vegetables, big piece of meat. Simple key. Dear Ada, I have to use this letter to share some good news. Oh. Hey. Remember the 4 that you were BSing, Golden? Dear Ada, use substance to remove target. Sincerely, Dark Hand Steward. This could be a chain of people handling the poison off to the other people, though. Door is locked, door is locked. Jar Jar level of tomfoolery. A set of lockpicks. Ash Blair. Pistol. A dagger. David. Clean up the barn until Wednesday. I plan to continue experimenting with the artifacts. Paint. Sealed pot labeled print paint. Oh my word. Down with parasites. Too long have they feasted on Earth's blood and sweat. A stack of candles. Your diary. This has been an ordinary day, mostly spent in preparation for tomorrow's dinner event. I do believe the time has come for me to ask for a raise in salary after all these years I have loyally worked here. It's a difficult conversation to be had, but I will strengthen my will and talk to the master about it tomorrow. Oh no, Misa poisoned the chancellor. Oh no! What is this? Keys hanging over the side. So whoever was in this room, or had access to this room, may have had access to these other rooms. Interesting. So we have all of the clues. Now we gotta work some things out. Let's work on getting people. This is Lil Pip. This is, what was her name? Something Kubert? Lucy Kubert, I think? Rose Kubert. Or that's not the same keys from Lil Pip. They might be, but Lil Pip may have had those already. Whoever has them hanging out the door, out the window, probably, you know, doesn't have them on their person. Because why would you need a second pair? This is Edmund Cloudsley. This is, I can't remember his name, Peter Batley, I think? It's the gambling guy. Then all the people working down here. You gotta figure out who ate what. Let's see. Cabinet kitchen. Oh, this is Little Pip, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's the same key Little Pip has. So is this Little Pip's? Oh no, Little Pip doesn't have a lock on his door. Poor guy. Poor guy. Little Pip must have access to something. Seems rather unwell. I like your hair. I like the... It's very fancy. They sure are fine coats. Expensive cigar. Little Pip, run to the city and grab me some Ash Blair tobacco and a bottle of gin. I'll pay you when I am back. When I am back, David. David. David Gorin. Remember David Gorin? Is David Gorin in this room? I don't think he is. Don't think David Gorin's here. So when David gets back, he'll pay him. David Conrad. You're right. Syringe with some liquid left in it. I don't know what the liquid is, though, because it won't tell me. I will say Little Pip probably didn't dispose of the syringe. Because how could this little goblin get a syringe up here? I don't think you're going to pull that off, you know? Okay, let's start piecing together what we know. Let's start piecing together rooms. So whoever has the most tenures on the bottom floor, it's leading me to believe it's Miss Smith, because of 3 years service. I'm pretty pleased that the old boy passed. Okay. Final Vanguard. Brotherhood of Masks. If you're interested in Lady Richards, I think you are too old for her, and I shall court her instead. Please loan me 300 pounds. Exactly what he wants you to think. That's true. So he has a fork. Oh, where it's missing a fork. This is Peter's spot. Right here. This is Peter Batley. Okay, so that's Peter. My lord, this has nothing to do with me. Okay. Okay, so let's check the responsibilities of the people. Mrs. Smith, 2 eggs, a pot of tea, each. Also, I think we can just assume this is Little Pip, because who else would be here other than the goblin child? Let's see. I can give you some candles for your room, Lucia. I do hope our master's guests are satisfied and that Brian served everything correctly. So this is probably Brian. I don't know who Brian is. This is Lucia. I don't know who this is. Maybe Ada? Let's find out. Well, we'll find out with time. Hortius, the wise slave. Fables and rulers that make you think. Ada Lovelace? The Ada Lovelace? Perhaps? Who's to say, truly? I'm never going to get over Little Pip. Look at this gremlin. Okay, so whoever had the burnt out cigar is this guy. Overcoat with a hat, overcoat with a hat. Dear Mary. So that's Mary. So I would fight a tiger and win. So Peter. So this is probably Mary. Obviously, we know Peter. And so I'm guessing Peter, this entire evening, was trying to woo Mary. I think that's what he was doing. Mainly probably to, like, get into money, but who knows. So... Oh, what's this? Parsley smoked cigar. Who had the cigar? Peter, perhaps? No, we couldn't be Peter, because that's Peter's spot. So there's Peter, probably Edmund. Who all would have been here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lady is not breathing, and her face is blotched. Okay. So this is obviously not her spot. Partially eaten salad, partially eaten roast. Oh, I wonder if she's the only one who died, and they all drank except for this guy. Meaning, so this is brandy. Well, this is brandy. This is the lemon. So there's the red, the red, the red. He didn't drink. So this is probably hers, because this is the only person who... So the brandy might have been poisoned. So this is Rose Cubert. Does that make sense? I think I'm going crazy. Rose Cubert. And then I'm guessing... Wait a second. Who was the one that said vegetarian? Also, red wine, I'm pretty sure, isn't a good poisoning option, so brandy definitely makes more sense. You're right. And brandy's the only one that was consumed by only one person. Meaning it would make sense that she was affected and no one else was, despite the fact that everyone had touched all of their food and all of their drink. Let's see, 2 eggs and a pot of tea each breakfast. Okay, let's see. I expect all my rooms to be cleaned every day. Twice on days I have visitors. So, Mrs. Baker, in theory, has access to all of the keys. Or at least just the room keys like this. Maybe. So where's the brandy? There's the where the brandy's stored. Brandy's in here with the wine. So whoever has access to this pretty bronze key... This key, yeah. So this guy has access. Okay, so Edmund and Brian both have access to the brandy. Right? Yeah. They both have access to the brandy. Who are you trying to... Who is Peter trying to seduce? Mary Richards, I think is her name. Okay. Now, I think we have enough that we can determine these guys, so... What are you cooking? So you're cleaning. Two eggs and a pot of tea. Working 7, receive daily news. Mr. Walker. NB. So... Mrs. Smith, no heavy food for dinner. Oh, which means this is probably Mrs. Smith, right? Which would make sense because she's the older looking one, and she has the 3-year service. So I'm guessing this is Lucia Smith. Good call, Golden. Good call. I think you're right on the money there. Lucia Smith. Brian... What did this say? Brian Walker, maybe? Let's try Walker. Brian Walker. Now we have 2 people left. Okay, cool. I was just making sure those are correct and not silly. Rose Cubert. Let's see. Lil Pip, the little goblin. So, I'm guessing the dirtier one is probably Peter. No, that's not Peter. It's a dirty hat, blue coat. So if this is Peter eating, then the one with the cigar is probably the other dude, I'd imagine. Because it was in his dirty jacket. Because the pink jacket was... Oh, I wonder if this is Edmund Cloudsley. This is Mary, what was her name? Richards? And then this is, not Peter. Who is that? I don't know who this other guy is. Who is he? Who are you? Who are you people? Do we have any notes here talking about the dinner? Okay. Lothar. Lady Mary and her father Lothar. Wait. Lothar is a lot of money. If the half is, why would he be the head of the table? Well, it's a round table, so we don't really... no, it's not a round table. You would think it'd be the lord of the house, and that's what I was thinking. But it's the only plate that doesn't have, like, that's available still, that doesn't have meat on it. This one doesn't have meat, but I don't think she'd be smoking. Because, like, her pink jacket, this is her jacket. This is Dear Mary. Dear Mrs. Richards. So this is her jacket. And then I can only presume this is her father's. Why does he have the cigars? Is this actually Peter's spot here? And he stole the fork from, like, the guy? Wait, did I get this all wrong? Is this Peter Batley? And then this is... What was his name? Lothar Richards? Okay, we were right. We were wrong there, yeah. There we go. Okay. So... Man, we were just all wrong there. Yeah, we're just all wrong there. I still think that's Rose, because she's the one who died. Red herring? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And this is Peter, because he had his smokes on him, right? Then maybe Lothar's here, and he took it from him. What's the darker one mean? What do you mean the darker one? No, the first one's always just dark. I don't know why. Game design. It might be game design. What if I put Mary there? Nope. What if I put... what if I put... What's her name? Rose there. Nope. Let's keep looking. We're obviously missing something here. Person ahead didn't touch their plate. Yeah, I really think that's what's his name? I really think we're on to that. This is Edmund Cloudsley. But at the same, or it could be the lady, because she didn't touch anything and she didn't touch except her water. And then I wonder if this is the lady. I wonder if the lady was smoking the cigar. Because Edmund was not Edmund. Okay, hear me out. Okay? Lothar's here. Lothar Richards. And then Peter's up here. Peter's up here. Where is it? Peter Badley. And then Mary Richards. No. Because I'm guessing this is Peter's jacket because he's a broke boy. And he's got cigars on him. And I'm guessing it's not this guy, Lothar. Which, by the way, I should confirm that's Lothar. And then this is Ada... Ada what? Ada Baker? Yeah, there we go. So we got everyone. Also, that does mean that the very bottom would be Lucia Smith. Because I think she's been there the longest. Maybe. Difficult. Talk to Master tomorrow about it. Maybe. I'll leave her off of that for now. We don't know for certain who that is. We know little Pip is stuck in the attic. Like the little gremlin he is. So this is Brian. Note to self, if you get frustrated when working, remember the tale about the rich lord who married his donkey and you'll feel better. Sure that the beautiful lady sits next to me during dinner and I will slip you a shilling. I'm going to say let's go with our hunch here. That this is Peter. Let's get rid of Lothar because we don't know Lothar. We have a feeling this is Rose because she died. We have a feeling this is Edmund because he's at the head of the table. Which means this is the lady and this is Lothar. But we tested that already, right? No, we didn't. Right? Hang on. We don't know, actually. Okay, no, Peter did write that letter. So if Peter's here, sit the young lady next. Oh, wait a second. This is the young lady. This is Mary. Why did... Hold up. I'm going to try something dumb. What if Rose is the head of the table? It very well might be. Yeah, I think you might be right. Cigar poison. Cigar poison? Ooh, that's a good point. I don't think so. Well, maybe it was injected. I don't know. So we know Peter's there. We're going to go with that guess that he just grabbed the fork because he was eating, right? One way the setup would have worked. And so if Peter's here and the fork is the correct clue, then that means this would be Mary or this would be Mary. And I really think this is Mary because this is Mary and this is Rose. Because Rose died and no one else did, and everyone ate their food except for this person. And this person just ate water and drank water. Unless they put the poison in water, which I doubt they would do. Do we maybe try Rose at the head? Yeah, maybe Rose was at the head. Rose drank the water and they poisoned the water. Rose Kubert. In that case, then Who would have the dirty jacket? Wouldn't be Edmund. True. Not everyone checks to see if something. Man. This stupid puzzle's got. I bet you there's a clue somewhere that just explains all of it in like great detail. Let's see. Also, I'm going to put out a red herring. Not red herring. I'm going to put out a Hail Mary here. I'm guessing Ada is here. I'm guessing this is Ada's room. Because, yep, this is Ada's room. Because she has the clue that requires this cipher. And she has the key out the, like, the keys hanging out the window, which gives her access to the poison. So I am making the prediction that this is Ada Baker, was it? Ada Baker. And NB. Who is NB? Nobody? Maybe? No complaining about this. Interesting. Wine and brandy. So she would have access to the flat key and that key. Never long bottom, perhaps. Dinner party would take place on the 8th. Prepare roast boar. Young Miss Richards appears to not enjoy meat, therefore prepares some alternative side dish. Will not change the rule about staff members work here the longest gets the bottom room. Least let's count. Oh, besmirched lover of Lusitania. Candles. I can give you some candles for your room. I threw it out. I do not research dirty literature. I do hope our, let's see. Threw it out. That throws everything on its head. So, oh no, it doesn't actually. Yeah, so she has candles, so this is Ada's room, right? And then this is Brian's room. Because he's the one upset about everything going on. That's Brian Walker. And then this is her lying, and she still has her love book. Well, maybe she doesn't. Set of lockpicks. This is David's room. So this is David Gorin's room. And then this is Miss Smith's room. What was it? Lucia? No! No, I don't want to access a hint. Swap them? Why swap them? Oh, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. I put them in the wrong spot accidentally. I had the right order. I just didn't put them on there in the right order. Yeah, that's definitely David Gorin's. Cool. So now we know who's who in the rooms. You 100% let me do that. By the way, I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me. Thanks for keeping me humble, man. Blank blank wanted blank blank dead. Therefore, blank blank poisoned the blank and hid the necessary key in a blank. At the dinner party, blank blank ingested the poison and died. Well, we know that that's Rose Kubert. Hid the necessary key in a blank. Peptic tonic. Due to the sensitivity of your stomach, I advise abstain from alcohol for the next month. Oh, also consider a glass of peptic tonic before eating. Peptic tonic is cloudy liquid. Where's cloudy liquid? Cloudy liquid. Clear liquid. Cloudy liquid's untouched. This might be Sebastian. Not Sebastian. Brain just shut down. Edmund. This might be Edmund, because he actually drank his stuff. Or maybe he doesn't like it, so it's at the head of the table. Well, rules out some things that could have been poisoned. Okay, now we're starting to hit a snag here. So both of these guys have access to the opium. You'll notice he has a shilling, so he definitely put the beautiful lady next to him, which definitely wasn't his aunt. So, does that mean she was here? Let's try that. So this is Mary Richards. Because it does line up because it's vegetarian. Oh, I saw this with one missing, a box of cigars with one missing, and went, oh, that's where the cigar went. Partially smoked cigar. But no, Lil Pip the rat just took one. So that means that this doesn't have to be this person's jacket. I mean, I'm going to try two combos here. So I think this is Lothar. And this is Lothar Richards. And then this is Edmund. And this is Rose. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so Edmund was at the head. You guys called it. And then Rose was at this table. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Because the tonic must have been poisoned. Guys, we got another one. We got another one of the... Remove the space, chat. Oh my gosh, I feel so honored. Leave and never come back. Alright, so we got that. Okay, this is good. If we're blank poisoned them blank, I'm guessing poisoned the tonic. So who had access to the tonic? It was obviously him and him. And hid the key to it in blank. Wait a second. Wide base, chunk. Wide base, chunk. This is gray, but this is absolutely the same key as what's used there. So yeah, Ada did it. Well, I knew Ada did it, but I thought she had help maybe. Blank, what did blank, dead? Yeah, Wait a second. So she knows the tonic is for him. And there's all those death threats in there. So they 100% tried to kill Edmund. But Edmund just wasn't touching anything because he was paranoid. Rose did not know that was happening, so she drank it and died. So, the Vanguard, the Final Vanguard, I think it's called. Final Vanguard wanted Edmund Cloudsley dead. Therefore, Ada... What was it? What was her name? Ada Baker poisoned the tonic and hid the necessary key in a bag. Wasn't it Final Vanguard? What's in here? Ah, cool. Final Vanguard. Could have been George Bridges. Maybe George Bridges. Let's try George Bridges. Slot literally anything on the solution. Watch it be like George Vanguard. Monkey Man. Dark Hand Vanguard? Mask Vanguard. Bridges Vanguard? George Bridges. Wasn't that his name? George Bridges. Let's try that. No. Therefore, Ada Baker poisoned the tonic and hid the necessary key in a bag. One is wrong then. In fact, let's test that. There we go. So these two are wrong. Wait. Okay, Edmund Closet, Ada Baker. Okay. So who wanted him dead? Take care of those with him. Okay, wait, which was the one where he said you're gonna pay with your blood? Brotherhood of the Masks, unleash one of our stewards upon you. Oh, wait. Dark Hand Steward. I don't think Rose wanted him dead. I like your idea. Let's send colonies. You're having Luthor. If I, Peter, were to join you, we could beguile him. Brotherhood of Masks wants him dead. Final Vanguard wants him dead. Oh, so it is Dark Hand. Dark Hand Steward? Where did we see Dark Hand? Yeah, something else is probably wrong. Where's Dark Hand Steward? I remember seeing that somewhere. Oh, never mind. It's just trying to confuse me. Watch Little Pip wanted him dead. Surely not, right? You know, I'll test it. Yeah, it's not. I will say, if I put Dark Hand in there, it goes, oh, that's right. Dark Hand Monkey Man? I swear. Edmund Cloudsley dead. The poison is wrong or the location? Oh, it's probably the poison. Oh! It got swapped to roast. How did that happen? Dark Hand Bridges. In fact, let's swap that. Okay, yep, that's absolutely right. Where is Edmund? Cool. So, bridges, whatever this is wrong. Dark Hand something. Dark Hand Vanguard? Dark Hand... Dark Hand Monkey Man. Why not? Dark Hand Monkey Man. It's not that. He doesn't have the right key for it. So it wouldn't be that. Dark Hand Steward? There we go. Dark Hand Steward. Ada Baker received a code instruction from Dark Hand Steward to position Edmund Cloudsley, poison Edmund Cloudsley. Used her ability to move freely, first try. Used her ability to move freely in the rooms while cleaning and made a copy of the medicine cabinet key. She used a syringe to poison a sealed peptic tonic bottle. However, during the party, Rose asked for tonic and drank it first and died from the poison. That was really cool. We definitely don't have time for another one of those, unfortunately. But that's upsetting because that looks so cool. Look, there's like a dog there. He's a cool little guy. Well, I guess that's where we gotta call it from there. Let's... It was Little Pip. Unfortunately, it was not Little Pip. I wish it was Little Pip. It was Dark Hand Vanguard. Not Dark Hand Vanguard. Dark Hand Steward. Dark Hand Steward was a code name for, like, an assassin or something that Ada was in contact with. Fish reminds you of Ripjaws from OG Ben 10. A lot of things remind you of Ben 10, it feels like. You've been getting flashbacks of Ben 10 a lot tonight. Which is fair, I suppose. Anywho, that's what we're going to call it for tonight. I had a ton of fun playing this. More than twice. It's a lot. I had a lot of fun playing this. I had a lot of fun. I'm very glad this lived up to the hype. And there's a bunch more chapters and DLC, so we got a lot more to play of this. I don't know when I'm going to stream this one next. Maybe Friday. Maybe I'll do something else Friday. We'll have to see what we want to do. I do plan on streaming Friday, and maybe a bit later. I got some stuff going on in the evening, but I do plan on streaming Friday evening, so keep an eye on Twitter. I know I'm kind of short notice. I'm sorry about that. Things just happen, so I'm not able to, like, say, all right, first thing in the morning, tonight I'm going to be streaming at 8 p.m. That's not on my schedule to be able to do that. I kind of just have to play it by ear. But I do appreciate, despite that, you all being here. I appreciate you showing up, and I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. Again, if you have any fan art for whatever reason and you want me to show it off on stream, tag me on Twitter, or if you know me IRL, just hit me with a DM or something and I'll show it on stream. If you have any suggestions, reach out to me. I'd love to hear some ideas of what you'd like me to play. I have a whole backlog, but I'd love to add more games to that list. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. I will talk to you all next time. As remember, golden idols are bad and dangerous and no good. Okay, bye.